All right. Three, two, and one. Where we at? Where'd I do that? Hey, how's it going? So I guess my Scarlet 2i2 is shat. Yeah, it wasn't it's not responding. Or it's responding, but it's bringing in some weird neon colors now. I've had 4 years, so I think it's had a good run. I think it's the mic still works. I have the other one. I got to find that one. But yeah. So right now we're just going straight from Mike from the laptop. Hello, everybody. Welcome to My Manic Mondays, where movies and mental health meet. I'm your host, C.J. Robles. Um, yeah, I just got a quick show tonight. Didn't do stand up. I just stayed home and we had a little family dinner, so that was fun. I'll be looking into doing stand up again because I got shows coming up. I've been doing. I got a show on the 23rd, and I have a show on the 12th. Um, and I've been writing sketch, so and editing. So I'm like right now the jokes are taking a little break, but I'm still doing it. So just not I'm so doing stage every night. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. I know people do it. There's some people I know that do it every day, and yeah, they're conditioned. Like me, been running 108 days now. Is that what I got? Where I'm at now? I'm going into 108. So on April 18th of 2025, I guess I just decided to start running, and I started. Yeah, I'm at 108 days. So tomorrow, if I get it done, I'll be at 109 days. So I've been running 4 miles a day for 108 days. It's I'm doing this because I was taught the 21 day what do you call it, habit. If you want to get good at something, you do it for 21 days, and after that, it'll become a habit, and you'll just keep doing it, and it'll be a part of your life. And that thing is really true. I've been doing other things for 21 days, but this is the one I've been posting and been more talking about more. Look, I'm doing it again still, just to show consistency, I believe. Also, I post on Instagram my reels or memes or whatever, only because you have to, man. I don't even want to be on social media a lot, but it's easier for you to stay relevant if you just keep posting here and there like other reels. But yeah, I mean, I look back at I was looking back at my Manic Monday episodes, and yeah, from the mustache to the long hair to shaving, I was like, wow, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, like 126 episodes. But yeah, so yesterday I went to Bell County Comic Con, and we went to let's see, go talk to some peeps. My son joined me, so that was fun. Went to go see. There you go. That's a good one. Went to go hang out with some MMA fighters, some boxers, American Gladiator, uh, a technician, a what else have we been to? A couple of voice actors, and yeah, my son's falling right into this with me. So this is already two gen thing happening. I couldn't really get any video because what do you call it? I had my son with me, so it's like really hard. I don't, to have your kid in your hand and then record and stuff. But we had a good time. We had fun. The food was amazing. He keeps talking about the blueberry raspberry, or yeah, blue raspberry lemonade we had. That thing was amazing. But yeah, we had a good time. We had a. I think just finding other people that like the stuff you like, going to conventions. It's convention season right now, and we got tons of conventions coming up, right? So let's see. There we go. I got a few snaps here. Yeah, I had to basically since we have rodents and had rodents in my attic, we got rid of them. But it's crazy. I don't know if it's because the city is getting more populated with people, or people are bringing stuff with them, or whatever. But it's a high, like I'm finding a lot of rats in this city. So I know that's like a thing. All right, here we go. Got some stuff here. There we go. Yeah, I was walking right now to back from the inside outside, and there was a big old rat like on my neighbor's side of the yard. It was like looking at me. I was like, oh God. So yeah. So for the most part today I was basically cutting all the limbs of the trees, cutting it down. We got it. He doesn't know how to do that. Now my son's I look at these photos now, my son's cracking me up. Here we go. And also, I'm like really laughing at myself for just us having a good time. And he looks cool. I look like such a third wheel in this photo. All right, but Dad likes to have fun. All right, cool. Here we go. So I got some uploaded videos. I mean, I got some uploaded photos, and we'll get started. Let's see. So we the first thing was we got there and it's like a hour away from where we live. So we drove north for an hour, and so we go to like yeah, Belton, and it's the Bell County line. And yeah, but I mean these lanyards are cool. So check this out, like so now you have like a standard issue lanyard. I mean I think this is the actual. They all look alike, kind of the same. So the company that does this all have their same stuff. It's really cool though, man. The smaller conventions are more laid back. They're like more chill. Opposed to like a really big convention. This was definitely a small one. Not tiny, but there was a lot, but smaller as in like organized. It was nice. Like it's just like familiar faces, friendly people, and it's nicer environment. But my son wants to learn how to box and wrestle, so one of my roles that I'm working on one of these movies I'm doing, definitely training for boxing, and he wants to get on it. So I thought bring on some tough guys. I'm bringing around some tough guys. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. I got stuff here. All right, so first we met some good old fashioned. So what would it be? Be a boxer, just a MMA fighter, a wrestler, an entertainer, or a gladiator. Here we go, gladiator. So we try this again. A boxer, wrestler, gladiator, MMA fighter, mixed martial artist. Yeah, this was cool. I got to talk to the only one I really didn't get to talk to was Butterbean because he was busy. I could tell he was like, I was like, I don't want to mess with this guy. He looks like he's handling business. But what do you call it? Steve Blackman was cool. Dan Severin was awesome. And then what's his name? Danny Clark, Nitro from American Gladiator. He was really cool. My kid, him and my son, he kind of clicked with him. So he was just like hanging out with him, playing tricks and stuff. And I thought that was nice. But those guys were cool. Just talking to them about like I tried to talk about like health and fitness around my kids so you can know that these guys are like professionals. But the best advice I got was from Nitro, from Danny Clark, and he said, "What did he say?" I asked them, "What do you recommend like for health? Like, what do you recommend for like not a specific diet or like food? Like, what is your like advice on just being an athlete, being a healthy athlete?" And he said, do the diet plan that works for you and that you see results. So there's not one specific thing that they can say like, oh, that's gonna definitely work for you. It's like years of figuring out like what works for you, what you like, what you can eat, what you can't eat. And but the way he said it was like, yeah, find the thing that you like to do because then you're gonna want to do it more, and then you're gonna see better results. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. The running is more for my brain. I like to run because it de-stresses me. It makes me feel more just relaxed. I breathe. I'm more calm. I'm not all like built up. And it's also one of those things like people that wake up early and work out right away. I used to hear all the time like you got your workout out the way, so you're done. So now you can like do other things. And it's kind of like my thing with the running. I go and do it so I can get out of my system and just say to myself, not to anybody else, but more. I mean, the posting, but not to anybody else, but to myself, like I did this. You did this. All right, cool. And now the streak is just going. Man, I really don't want to keep going, but I'm like, I'm just gonna keep going until I can because it's fun. I like doing it, and my characters are enjoying it better. Also, I've been it's making me eat a lot different, a lot healthier because I'm not eating junk food a lot. I'm not eating. I just had Fruit Loops. 'Cause why not? But I'm not doing a lot of that. Like what do you call it? Like Coke, sodas, like not fast food. Trying to eat more because you could feel it in your run. Like the next day when I eat all that stuff and go running, I could feel it like inflammation. I could feel just the like my gut feeling more bloated. But yeah, that was fun. I don't know. I asked Steve Blackman like what's the tell him a story about there's a guy in basketball that used to when we were in like junior high or something, he used to get upset, like get a rebound, and if he wouldn't get it, he'd snap and he'd just go "Rah!" Start just going crazy like Steve Blackman would like in wrestling, as we call him. We watch out Blackman, he's gonna flip the pull black. And sure enough, he would. And he was like, "Oh, go, thank you." I was like, "Oh, damn, why did I share that with him?" It just sounds, I don't know. It's just like I always thought that was funny. Like that was just that guy we call him Steve Blackman. We forgot. I didn't know what the guy's name was. We was like, yeah, it's Steve Blackman over there. But that was cool. One of the cool things was did we get this one from the okay, so this is the actual like brochure pamphlet. They made it into a comic book. It's pretty cool. So this is like the official Bell County, I guess this is their eighth edition they're doing. I don't know if this is my third time or second time I've been there. I'm gonna get confused with Greater Austin Comic Con, but yeah, like, this is cool. I mean, it's not only to have a product these days, like you have to have money for your product to breathe, to live, for people to see it. I mean, think about it. Like if I have My Manic Mondays on here and somebody gets in, they get to see it. I mean, look, the people and so these are also cool. I need to get one of these where I could afford the whole book, and I'll just get them to sign a book because that's where it's at. Where you can get the whole thing signed. That'd be a challenge. That'd be expensive. Um, and I would still like to like. But I didn't get to see what do you call it? Karen Parsons and Janet Herbert. Man, I wanted to see them. Like they're right there, and I was like, oh man, Hillary and Viv. I was like, they're right there. But I swapped those two out so my son can meet Josh Keaton and Cal Dodd, Wolverine and Spider Man. He really liked that. He really did enjoy that. Oh snap! I have no money or product. I know, right? This is how it works, Mark. What's up, Mark? It's been a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna be cruising back into the view skew because it's summer's over for me. Basically, school's gonna start like in 2 weeks, and I'm trying to prep him for that. He's had a lazy summer, really. Not lazy, but like in like I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like where he just been just doing what he wants. He's been doing good. The kid can read and does math. We're doing finances at home, so I'm showing him how to work money, and he's good to the point where he's getting cocky. But that's fine. He's just a little kid. But yeah. So these like to get your own product, like you got to pay money for this because it costs money to do this and for them to get it out. But we just keep pushing forward, keep striving. This is cool because look, they made the comic book with their sponsors. So this is a Ashton Automotive and Performance. So they have like this comic book guy, and then he's right here. Look, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is cool, man. This is the actual. Oh, this is awesome, man. I wish. See, I need to get more involved, and these are conventions I want to go to because I did want to meet Dan Severin, but the other three I was like, dude, that's awesome, man. I did like the combo, so you get for 120 bucks, which is I think is a really good deal. It is four signatures and four meet and greets essentially, and one photo. So let's share the photo. Let's see. Our schools start tomorrow here. Oh man, that's in Florida, right? Am I not mistaken, Mark? Yeah, it starts school already. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the summers for us is already over. I feel that that summer depression. I get that real bad. Like that thing locks me up bad. I feel that the fact that that's kind of over for me because it's August 1st and I can already feel the changing of everything. But here we go. Here's the photo. Boom. Dude, I look tiny. Like, I didn't even realize how tiny I looked. Holy shit. Holy crap. Dude, I look so tiny. That's hilarious. Look at this. I didn't realize Nitro was that big. I'll do Butterbean, yeah. He was, wow, that's hilarious. I did not realize how I thought I was like I thought I had a big head, but no, I'm a tiny guy. Put me next to actual athletes, next to actually real manly men. I was a little guy. Um, man, that was funny. The yeah, this is awesome. I like that. I like that they were working together. I like that there was like they had their own little section. I like that they were. It was fun. They were such a good hang. Yeah, I know, right? Look at this shit. Look how stupid I look, dude. Hey, you're tall though, man. I'm 5'11", dude. I'm not tall at all. Look at this dude. These guys are all way bigger than me. That was hilarious. One thing that was pretty cool was, I mean, I've been to two conventions in the span of like 4 weeks, and both of them were to get. Oh, I gotta get it's hanging. I put it back up. Hold on, 1 second. Let me just get this thing that I want to show because it's part of the presentation today. All right, here we go. So I basically was for all accounts, Shane Astin didn't go, so that was like a big one for me because I would have gotten like VIP because I have to get my Encino Man poster. I gotta get that signed. I got Brendan Fraser. I think that's the hardest one. Shane Astin does do conventions, and he was sick, so he didn't show up. But he does so many of them. Like he's easy to get a hold of. Pauly Shore, and I don't want to get jinx myself. Pauly Shore would be hard. I don't know how to get Pauly Shore, but I got to figure that one out with my own. But we got like, oh my dad. um, so I got yeah. So at a certain point, you go around to like just the vendors, and there was one that said free comic books. So they're like, you can take all of them, get whatever you want. And we're like, nah, we don't want to be greedy or anything. So I saw one that my son likes, the Loud House in Casa Grande. So we got this one for him. It got wet, but whatever. We got this one for him, and he likes it. And he was reading it on the way home. It was about 40-minute drive, and he was reading it, and I was like, that's cool. Like he's getting into it, so that's awesome. So he got that one, and I got one for myself, and this one's a free comic book day. Brian Smitty Smith, Mars Jr., Transformers Worst Bot Ever, first appearance of Ballpoint. So yeah, I got me a comic book. Ooh. Let's call this a skull. You call this a Solidation Skull stream? It's more about comedy. No, I still function. Wanna bet? All right. So that was the fighting guys, and then we ended up spending a lot of time with them, but we had to go get our picture taken because we had to go meet up with Mr. Vincent Martella, and yeah, look at that, fanboying out right here. Check it out. He's fanboying. He met Phineas from Phineas and Ferb. I messed up. I called him, hey, look, it's Phineas. He's like, oh, my name's Vincent. I was like, oh, my bad. Just because I was fanboying out a little bit. Oh, let me turn that banner thing on. There you go. And you know what else I forgot to put up? I hate when I do this. There we go. Just 20 minutes in. That's all. That's all it takes. But yeah, so my son, like I was being was it called Dr. Doofenshniffen? Oh, Doofenshniff. And yeah, look at that. He's happy he got to meet his what do you call it? One of his favorite shows. He's like, it's crazy because I met them in 2022 at Big Texas Comic Con, and then here we are 3 years later, and my kid's like a huge fan of Phineas and Ferb, and he watches a lot, so he really likes the show. He always have it on the background, so he's always like, we're always getting down on it. So then, yeah, we made a plan, and we veered off a little bit from the plan because we went and did our. He went in. Where, that's another one. Yeah, here we go. We went in. Oh, by the way, there was a lady there that has a really cool setup. Let me give her a shout out. Miss Lollipop. She's out in Marble Falls, Texas. Little Back to the Future stand thing she had there. But I'll probably go check her out sometime. But she was pretty cool. She got me good. She's like, "Hey, you hit the QR code," and she goes, "Check it out." And she didn't grab my phone, but she was like, "Look, just hit this and hit like and go in." And I was like, "All right, take it away." Well, it was really cool marketing she had though. I really like this. This is a magnet, but it's of her as she was dressed as Marty McFly, but she had the whole get up. I mean, it was the actual jacket, the hat, the shoes. The shoes were amazing. The hat jacket was amazing. Like it was pound per pound. Like that was Marty McFly, a haircut and everything. But that was pretty cool. So shout out Miss Lollipop, fun and gifts, old fashioned fun and gifts, Miss Lollipop. This is best. Marble Falls, Texas. But she was nice. She was cool. So my son got to see the DeLorean. And then what did we do? Yeah, we walked because we had to go get the photo. Then we went to get the signature. And then we went to go get yes, the next signature was um and that Phineas and Ferb, that's a good show. That's my son really does really like gravitate to like it's educational, so he likes that kind of stuff. I mean, I would hope one would hope, right? You're, let's do this real quick. Everybody, welcome. Hello. Here we go. What did it say? Oh, shut up. Hey, buddy. All right. So then the second thing was because I'm doing a oh my bad doing a poster collection. So I've been doing this for going 6 years, 7 years, 6 years, 2019. Yeah. So this is my 6th year doing conventions. I don't know how I got started really. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I enjoy doing them. I know I work hard to support myself do these, and they're leading me down a direction I never thought I would go. I'm also it's helping me out with my acting, with my writing, with my filmmaking, with my editing. It's helped me out a lot with everything because it's just kind of you're sharing with people that you're not alone. You're able to get your ideas out, you know. So when I started doing, I guess my first real true collection one would be Monster Squad. I have the Monster Squad poster. I have like 9 signatures, and there's still like 2 or 3 people that I'm missing that are doing conventions. So I got to kind of plan to fly. They're not in Texas. I got to fly to them. Um, and then I got the Transformers one, which also has 11 signatures from the movie. I still can't believe I got that one. That's amazing. Um, but I have Clerks. I have Clerks with like 9, no, it was like 8 signatures. So it's I started collecting. I think it started with the Clerks because I got it from you get the Wizard World and they said you wanted six, so they passed to each other. So Clerks, I just said yes, and Clerks sent that to me. And then from there, I remember just being like, "Well, I own the monster. I own the Monster Squad poster already, and the Transformers, the 11 by 17s. I already own them. So I just like was like, let's just I'll add the I don't have to buy them or anything. Like I already here you go. So when I got the Monster Squad when I met them, I think it was in 2023. I met Monster Squad, and they really well hold on. I stopped drinking in 2023. Yeah, because that was the last time I had a last convention where I had a drink at Texas Frightmare. What do you call it? I no, it's 2022 because it was at the Hyatt. Anyways, um, I gotta say I like that I got it. So now I start doing it on my own. So I have an Ash versus Evil that I want to do. So that's like my new one. I'm doing the Mall Rats. I got that one going, and at the same time, or I have the open with the Encino Man. Got Creed, but doing this one, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I really do like. This is one of my favorite movies. I think it just in general, like the amount of effort was put into this movie, the amount of this is just a great movie, hands down. 30 years later, and it's still kicking ass. Um, you know, I do love the fact that they all know each other so well that as soon as I went to go get Billy Yost's signature for this, he already knew that Bulk and Skull had already signed this. He goes, "Oh, look, you already met Jason and Paul. That's pretty cool." And I was like, "That was cool that he picked up on that." So Billy put his signature on that, and yeah, I got this one coming. So, you know, I got Rita Raposa. Hopefully, I'll be able to get her um, this weekend, and we'll keep this thing going because I know Adam is going to be doing a convention in February in Texas, so might have to wait to get him there. But this started, and this is mean I don't I'm just going to keep going until I can. And you got to keep an eye on those smaller ones too, because some of the smaller ones you'll get someone you'll never see again, and or rarely, or it's like, wow, why isn't this person in the mix? But yeah, but we got the Blue Ranger here, and I showed my son Once and Always, and he was like, oh wow, it's Billy. So yeah, there's Billy. And also, I gotta save a little bit of extra money. I didn't budget this, but he was selling original. He has his original scripts for sale, and I was like, oh man, it's like I would. I love stuff like that. I love original scripts. I love um like what they took with personal stuff that they got. It was $250. I don't mind paying that for that. He says he's got quite a few, but he was like, yeah, this is so now I know when I see him, I know he's selling stuff like that. So I'm like, I want stuff like that. I really do. I bought I bought the Friday 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan script, and I need to get that signed. But I've Kane already signed it, but I don't know. The little gems like this, like I keep saying, like come to my storage. I don't even know what this is. It's supposed to be a podcast studio, but I made it too small, so it's really a one man working station. It's more of a hangout, relax thing for me. I work on the kitchen because I got to I can see my kid. I can see what he's watching. I can see what he's doing. And then it's kind of like where I started doing podcasting and video editing. So now it's just comfortable me editing in the living in the kitchen. Um, but yeah, I think like what I can point and have a story and talk about it, and that's what's supposed to be for my son, you know. That way, I don't know that way that it's if he ever gets lost or he has a or I can relate something, we can be like, oh, let's find some common ground. But all right, here we go. Then after that, so we went to go meet. We did the photos. Went to go see David. Then we went to go see Ming. So we got to hang out with Ming Chen for a little bit. Hey, by the way, did y'all see my bicep on this one? Look at that. That's from running. I think well, we all look like we have big biceps in this photo, so no no credit to me. But then yeah, so we went to go hang out with Ming. Got to see him. I did it wrong. Darn. There you go. Because my son was we binge watched seasons one, two, three, four, the first 5 seasons of A Comic Book Man. He was with me, and because we were still going to the pulga, we were going to the flea market. So he's coming with me, and we were watching. So he keeps saying Ming. So as soon as he saw Ming, Dad, Ming's here, Ming's here. We gotta go see him, go say hi. And I was like, I know, I know. I've been on his show once. I've paid to be on his show, and I've had him on mine. So it's like I'm learning how to what do you call it? Pace ourselves our time. And he was like, Dad, Ming, Ming. I was like, yeah, we're coming back. Because he was where the fighters were, and I didn't see him till the way out. So we went to go all the way here, all the way back, all the way here, all the way back. And that's basically your convention time. But I went over budget like a lot, like a lot. Like I got lucky that I had a payment come in. So I was like, oh, wow, I covered that. But it was more for like little things for him that he liked. And I try to make it as memorable for him as possible. But in the sense, like I don't want to be making these memories for him. I want him to have memories with me and him to remember. Oh, I remember my dad showed me this and that. So yeah, but we started something for him too now. So Mike Zapsik here is the reason why my son's real big into Spider-Man. So my son wants to take this to get Mike to sign it, and we got Ming. We're gonna get to see Kevin in a couple weeks, so he'll probably take this so for Kevin can sign it. And then we'll try to get Walton Bryan. It's gonna be hard, but I got to get Walton Bryan on my clerks one, so I got to plan that out. So we got quite a few little signatures we got to get, but he's gonna get to meet Kevin, and hopefully they'll get to meet Kevin, and Kevin will sign this. God, this is like ours. but this is definitely his. But I want to keep it. It's his. I bought it. I bought it. I was like, here, man. And then Ming signed it. It's pretty cool. I think he signed it like in his native language. It's Korean. All right. So then from there we went. Where did we go from there? Is this all right? All right, cool. Yeah, that's right. And then we went from there. Okay, so from there we went back, and he was like, "Dad, we gotta meet Wolverine. We gotta meet Wolverine." He's like, "Please, Dad, please, Dad." I was like, "I know. I already. We're gonna meet Wolverine." So we waited, and we got to meet good old X-Men '97 and X-Men from the nine animated series called Dodd. Wolverine. That's cool, man. He's cool. He's really nice. Cal Dodd's really nice person and good individual, and they had a good conversation. They just talked, got the claws out. Once again, I'm like third wheeling it in all these photos. I don't know, dude. It's new to me. Have you ever noticed my very first photos with Lou Ferrigno, and he's giving me a bump and a thumbs up, and I didn't know how to pose, so we had to. I'm actually get another. It's been a long time since I got a Louis, but yeah, we went. We did the selfie, and we got a signature. And man, he Kyle told us his whole story about this. So this one Max chose. Max chose this one. So Kyle has like 20 photos to pick from, and this one Max chose. the, the broken heart one. He goes. He goes. So he told he put it all up. I did a Kyle Dodd Wolverine impression to his face, and he was like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh my god." I said, "He ain't even there because I can't smell him." Sounds so much better now. I always the second time I tried to do it around him and I choke up. I gotta stop doing it. And but he goes, "Why I said that?" And I go, "Hey, Tin Man, I'm gonna send you back to Oz, pieces." So I was like happy been getting down on that Wolverine impression. Voice acting, huh? It's something I like doing, but when I do it, people get hurt and they don't laugh. I tell them jokes and they don't get it. Gene. Nah. So there's a part where what does he say? Jean Grey and Wolverine are arguing or something or about Scott, and she says, "Scott loves me, Logan." And then what he says in his head, "So do I." And then he goes and he rips up the car, Cyclops' car, and he rips off the roof. And then Jean says, "Logan, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Tell Cyclops I made him a convertible." And he says to Maxwell, oh, he's like, what do you call it? You wait, you cool, yeah. Stay cool. That's right. He goes, you stay cool, but oh, you are cool. That's right. To Maxwell, you are cool, bub. Wolverine. So he even has like pretty cool. He even has the like that's awesome that he's like developed a signature for Wolverine. Kind of like the Robert England I have, the shrine over here. Robert England has Robert England's signature and a Freddy Krueger signature. Like how Freddy would actually write it. This is cool. It's like that's awesome. Wolverine. All right. Keep it moving, keep it moving. And then what do you call it? We had one more person. And I didn't think this guy's line was insane. We only got it because I'll be honest. Shout out to the guy at I didn't know his name or anything, but the guy at the Bell County, he was holding the end of the line sign and he saw me with my kid. I'm pretty sure he saw my kid. And I go, "Hey man, is the line capped? I mean, we could come back. He's got photos or something." Like, yeah, he's got a photo op. And I was like, "All right." He goes, "Man, just get in line. You'll be the last ones." And then the other person came out and goes, "Okay, you'll be the last ones." But we got to see Josh Keaton. So shooting out the spider webs thing. Dude, my son, they talked for long. This guy was really, 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 really down to earth, really cool. Just a ball of energy, and he actually made me reassured me too because I was like, man, I said I did a Wolverine impression in front of Cal Dodd, and it's horrible. And he goes, "Hey, you're supposed to do it, man." And I was like, "Thank you. Yeah, there you go. That's how you get better." I was like, "Oh, sure." And there he is, Spider-Man. My son watches all these on Disney, so He like when he was like, "Dad, I'm getting Spider-Man, Dad, I'm getting Spider-Man." I'm like, "All right, sure, whatever." I bust my ass so you can get what you want, right? And I can't complain. So let's do it. Let's have some fun. Hey, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. But yeah, he wanted that, and I gave up a Hillary Banks so my son could have a Spider-Man photo of Spider. But I thought it went well. It was a great experience. I think the fact that he did talk, they had a good little conversation. My son was talking to him about an episode, and, and he was like, "Yeah, okay," in that episode, and like I don't know, I forgot they talked about it. And I was like, "Oh, I don't even know," but I don't know. It's it's cool being able to pass it down and show him, and I want him to understand that there's is the like-mindedness here, and you can go places and you can go talk to people, and you can even ask questions of how you get started, or how would you how are you on that side, and then some people just tell you just get started doing this, doing that. I mean, professionals, real class act professionals, like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Well, then there you go. Just keep doing it. It's going to happen because it takes time. It takes time to keep going. It takes time to do things. 11:25. What did you say? I bust my ass so you can get what you want. But he quoted me right there. Nah, it's true, man. Like I don't. But I got it from my mom. My mom did this shit to me. The only difference is I hang out with my kid, right? Oh, no, I whoop my ass. What do you call it? No, I think I, you know it's okay because that kind of keeps me going. Because also I get put in some jobs where I'm like pissed off, or like not jobs, but my job or a situation where I'm like, all right, this is supposed to motivate me more and more and more. And it isn't until I go to these conventions and when I leave and I realize, oh, I had a good time. I'm investing money in myself. I'm putting money into myself. I'm learning who I am so I can figure out what I need to do to protect myself and my kid and my family. And this internet thing, I don't really like it. I don't get it, but I understand it. And I understand why it exists. I understand why we need it. I understand why this is the future. I understand it's easier to communicate this way. But to run 108 days in a row consecutively, I probably wouldn't have done it like this without being able to log, without being able to upload it, without being able to do all that. So, it makes it easier for me. So I'm not going to complain too much about that and understanding because I do use it and I do use it like that. But I'm using it for other things too. Um, I haven't pushed too much on the Patreon because I'm finding out that IG, Instagram, you can like I already have a lot of followers on that, and I'm growing that. I'd rather just focus on that thing, and it's free right now, opposed to Patreon, where I would have to really put more time into that and actually have people subscribe. And I think once I get to a certain point, maybe I'm not there yet, so I'm learning to cut corners a little bit, or put things on pause, and that's one of those. Podcasting as well. Um, I don't want to do it myself. Like if people hire me for a service, and I can do that, but I don't want to like I don't want to be a podcaster, like so to speak. Like I don't mind doing the streaming stuff, or I don't mind if this is podcasting. I don't mind doing that, but to be a person that do 24/7 podcasting, I can't do that. That's way too much. It's too exhausting, and I think it ages you. I honestly think podcasting will age you. I think it'll like eat away. It eats away at you little by little. And I don't think like you could look good for a whole season or a couple years, but I think at a certain point it just takes from you. Like just grabs it. Raw. Get over here. So that's my theory or conspiracy or my brujeria. I don't know. But I think I just noticed that when I was on it, and I'm observant to people that are how they work on it and how they use it and how they use it. One thing I did love about Dan Severin was he has a notebook and he still writes down his notes and his schedule. And he showed me like I planned this. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's why he's a badass. Oh, there is an internet black. I'm pretty sure you have a lot of hard media, bro. If you have hard media, you're fine. Good luck talking to people, but as long as that's the thing I love about hard media. It's not the fact that it doesn't change. I mean, that's the only thing I love about it. It doesn't change. There's a movie that exists on my shelf, and as long as I have an outlet to play it, like that movie's not gonna change. Where you can change any movie you want nowadays. Go back and edit and say like this is it. Like I just say leave things alone and just let time pass. Now I'm starting to also think we just live in one day. Like I'm certain we do, but I don't want to waste any of my time. But an internet blackout, yeah, I don't know. Like, you better have buried gold in your backyard. Buy shit because they really just I don't know. Even like right now, I tried to go to the ATM to go deposit some cash, and all the tellers were sick. I couldn't all the bank ATMs were broken down. So it's like, why am I even trying? But yeah, I got this. Very proud. So we're gonna see if we can get Rita Repulsa this weekend, and then we'll go from there. Well, this Goldar here. Hey, I'm Goldar. I can do the voice for Goldar. Where's that from? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, you need a Goldar impersonator. There's a few of these people I gotta hunt down. I can't get like I said, I can't get the Lord Zed, but we can get the woohoo. We can get the Avenues. Where's my autograph, Avenues? I actually want him to write. If I have the picture, I'll put him. I have to put him. I'm gonna put it right here. Avenues. Woohoo! Where's my autograph? I'm gonna have that one saying that because on some of these I do have quotes. I do have quotes. Like, oh, dude, I love my Monster Squad one. It's got a great quote. It's got a great quote. I got a great quote on it. I love this stuff. You know, it makes me really want to like do it more and more and more if I could afford it. But like stand up, I'm gonna have to get back on the actual routine of doing it again and writing jokes. I like I was saying for this past like for the sketch class and all that, and I took this break. I think it was fine, but I really would not like to do bad comedy. I'd rather do new and try to figure out like if I'm like bombing or trying to figure out a new routine, but not work on jokes and be like, here they are. Like I understand how to the cause the comedic rhythm beat enough to be like, all right, this is it. This is what we're doing. But yeah, that was basically it. It's all I meant. That's a lot. That's why there was the four, six. We had maybe like 8 people. Didn't get to hit everybody, but we got this Comic Con season. There's one coming up this weekend that I did not would even think about attending, but the fact that, hey, I'm getting a signature that I really, really want. I need it. I need it on that. And I want to practice pitching a movie this weekend. But other than that, yeah, I mean, 2 weekends from now, I'll be in Colorado Springs. I'll be at a Colorado Springs Comic Con. And then there's like 3 more after that at the end of the year. So we got about 5 of them left. And I should be responsible and put all that money invested because I don't have any money. I'm just putting it in my Jeep. But I've been able to manage and get it around. And this is more mental health thing because it's not really that FOMO I always said, that fear of missing out, FOMO. It's more of that just no, I'm sorry. When I was younger, I was used FOMO, but I was getting experience. Now it's FOMO. Now I don't want to miss out on an opportunity because I want to learn. My goal is to be a vendor on that side next year. So I'm taking as much as I can so I can learn and be like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. My Manic Movies is perfect. I just need to put a lot of time into it. But having to deal with the rodents, having to really have to like maintenance your home, having to do everything like that comes at like a 3 hour a cost a day right now. So for the most, once that's my home's protected, then I can go back to like doing the other stuff I want to do outside of the running. I want to add more to my exercise. I want to add more because I want to get more into combat filmmaking, combat training, and being like call it the Power Rangers or whatever. But the last 3 movies, I've had a little bit of combat fighting scenes, so I'm like, I want to keep going with this. I'm not gonna be the best, and nor am I gonna make a living off of combat fighting. But I want to have that element as an actor. I want to be able to put that in there. I want to make it look realistic and believable, and give you a good product as a movie. Um, yeah, I want to use that. But yeah, let's do the quote, and then we gotta go because I've already been on here for 45 minutes, and I need to get some sleep. It's already midnight. I can't bleed into the day. The routine. Gotta be in bed before midnight. I'm already tired, so I'm gonna crash right out. But I'm hanging on. Oh, wait, what did I do this? It's gotta be here. All right, we're gonna do the quote of the evening because it's always good to have a motivational quote to think about, and it's always cool to. I messed up. I used too much motivational stuff in my late 20s to all my 30s. So that stuff like buried in me. So I just pull it out real easy. But the quote of the evening is, "It's hard to beat a person that doesn't give up." Babe Ruth. Now let's do a little bit of research on good old Babe Ruth. Let's see what he's all about. All right, the Big Bambino, born February 6, 1895, died August 16th, 1948. Oh, let me bring you in on one. I'm looking at the Wikipedia on this. Okay, this article is about baseball player. All right. Wow. So he even the 1948. 1914 was his debut with the Boston Red Sox. Last MLB appearance was with the Boston Braves. Had a batting average at 3.42, 2,873 hits, 714 home runs, 94 and 46 record. Earned run average 2.28. So every time I bat, I guess that's what that means. Strikeouts 488. He played with the Boston Sox, and then he was with the Yankees for 14 years. That's why he has so much stuff on him. As a coach in 1938, well, look at that. He's only a two-time All-Star. 7-time World Series champion. This is why we know Babe Ruth. Let's find out how he died. Let's get to the good stuff. Man, this guy has a legacy. Look at this. This Wikipedia page is through the roof. He's trying to get to his death here. This death scroll taking forever. Legacy. Yeah, the whole damn thing was legacy. Impact. Memorial Museum. Cancer and death. Here we go. As early as the war years, doctors had cautioned Ruth to take better care of himself, and he grudgingly followed their advice, limiting his drinking and not going on a purpose trip to support the troops in the South Pacific. In 1946, Baby experienced severe pain over his left eye and a difficult swallowing. 1946, entered into French hospital in New York for a test which revealed that he had an inoperable malignant tumor at his base of his skull and his neck. The malady was a lesion known as nasopharyngeal or nasopharyngeal carcinoma or lipophilinoma. Oh, lipophilinoma, like the commercial. A physician who reviewed Ruth's autopsy in 1998 concluded that Ruth's lifelong use of tobacco probably played a big part in his cancer. Oh, so tobacco use. But I put today. Let me get a I had that the whole time. Let me get a sports quote because my brother keeps texting me about football season. He's excited. I'm getting more excited because he is. I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be watching the dots again. But I was like, let's get a motivational sports player here. And there we go, Babe Ruth. Now, I don't mean to end the video, this episode on a sad note, but I was just informed that my family here, we watch a lot of the Cooking Network, and we're big Cooking Star fans. My son is like trying to beat Bobby Flay at every time he gets every channel he gets. But every time he gets and he also loves Guy Fieri, my favorite, Guy Fieri. And let's see. All right, here we go. But one of the Food Network's stars, Anne Burrell, passed away a couple of weeks ago, actually. But they just kind of got the news out on June 17th. She self-deleted. She took her existence. Whatever word I can't use for that word to say, but you know. And this is a I guess a celebrity chef, so to speak. What does the Wikipedia have to say about this? Let's see. Sorry, I'm falling asleep already. But I wanted to talk about this because my family here was like really saddened, and I was like, you know what? We've got a mental health show. We've dealt with people that do this. I clearly have met people that have done this. It's sad, you know, but each their own. That's what I've learned, and it's not to me be cold, but it's like time doesn't stop, you know. But yeah, let's say here. No, I won't say the death year, but she was what do you call it? 55. Wow, so young, so young. It says Ann W. Burrell, born September 21st, 1969, was an American chef, television personality, and instructor at the Institution of Culinary Education. She hosted a Food Network show, Secrets of Restaurant Chef, and was a co-host of Worst Cooks in America. That's the one we that's the one we watched. She was also one of Mario Batali's sous chefs in the Iron Chef America series and appeared on other programs on the network, such as The Best Thing I Ever Ate. So personality, food celebrity, it's all it's all relevant. It all hurts the same, right? I was just talking to my wife and I was telling her like, what do you why? But it's each their own, right? And it's not the why, like why would you do it when you have all this? Like why this day? Why what's is there any significance to the day you pick? Does it have to be like well, I don't understand. That's what I asked why. Now why would you do it? There's 100 million reasons why. It's like why is the date? Why is it that day? What is it on that specific day that's I'm pulling the plug? That's the why I ask. So I have cleared up a bit, but yeah, But hey, there was probably somebody that she inspired on her walk or her reign or on reign or on her you know career. And there's tons of people like we watch this show all the time. We watch a lot of things there, dude. But you know it's this is my show. I'm mental health. I think it's okay to talk about this stuff when people don't want to talk about it. I think it's okay to explore it a little bit. But I don't celebrities mental health or movies and mental health, pop culture and mental health. Me, a lot of stuff. Privacy is also a big deal. Maybe you shouldn't have privacy. Um, but I think to all the answers to the questions, I just think that's something that I'm starting to see more and more. Because I was also saying this, saying I'm like, man, I know a lot of Gen Xers, and I think a lot of these guys are gonna pull the plug on themselves only because they, unlike the millennial that was. Keep in mind, I'm Gen Y, so I'm just from a journalistic observation. Um, Millennials don't really have the cojones really to like really see something through like that. Where Gen Xers, I think it's old enough and the time has passed where it's like, well, this is supposed to be the best. It's gonna get worse from here. I think I don't know. That's just my little theory. I see a lot of people that I know, and then I've had friends just keep going away. So it's like, wow, it's tough pill to swallow, but it's a reality. And I bring it up only because we were talking about it at home, and we had a conversation about it, and nothing big. Nothing. We're just more like nothing like I was saying nothing like just more like wow, we're watching. We just watched her the other day. So it's kind of like or I mean, you don't know when those shows are recorded and aired, but we're just watching it, right? So no, I didn't know how to end the show. I just know I wanted to talk about that because it's a conversation that happened at my home. I'm having it with you guys. I think the reason I want to bring it up is only because it is kind of there's an intersection here, and I'm putting a little awareness to it. Um, that's all. Nothing. There's nothing more than that. Just somebody that I was watching on TV a lot. Now they're gone. So um, that's it. And I guess that's it. That's a wrap for the show. I am tired. I need to get my rest. I need to. What else do I got to do? I think that's everything. Yeah, I got a majority of everything done. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna be up in a few hours and then get back to editing. And that's all I'm doing for right now. That's my main thing. That and I got some live shows, but the live shows are more like my unwinding, breaking down. When this thing, I'll start. I got some videos I gotta post. There's a mess in here, but it's okay. I'm working on it. Um, I did open some trading cards yesterday that I really really liked, so I'm gonna buy some right now. Or I mean, this week when I get paid. But I really did like the Marvel Masterpieces, the 2024 Platinum editions that they have out right now, or that they made in 2024. So I missed it by a little bit, but they're there. They're available. But all right, everybody. I will see y'all later. You have a good evening. I mean, a good night and a good morrow and a good morning. All right. Welcome. Thank you for watching My Manic Mondays, where movies and mental health meet. I'm your host, C.J. Robles. We have a show next Monday, and it's more of a prep show. So I bid y'all good night.